Hola, welcome back to my channel. My name is Betty and here I am. If you guys missed it, I actually have a previous video right over here where I share my reasons of why I was out and an update of where I stand for on this whole cash budgeting. So if you guys want to check that out, and I actually have a giveaway going on in that video, so if you guys want to check that out, make sure to hit that video after watching this video so that you don't miss out on that giveaway. But I might be having a giveaway at the end of this video as well, so stick around and see if I do show up with a giveaway. But yeah, so welcome back and welcome myself back because I have been out so much. And this is actually a second part to the previous video, like I said, but it's separate at the same time, so you don't have to watch the first one to know what's going on this one. I just talk about where I was and how an update, and then in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys where we stand as far as our debt. And I am doing this video very different because when I had already done these videos on Monday, and there goes another airplane. And in case you guys are new around here, my name is Betty and I am not currently in my state. I am in Texas, so everything is very different and there's always a lot of noise around here. But it's so bright and beautiful here and the weather is amazing and I love it so much that I don't want to go back, but I do want to go back to my home state. No, not my home state, my other state where I live. But it's super cool over there that I don't want to go back. But anyways, so in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys our debt status. And if you are new around here, then I hope that these budgeting videos are of your interest enough to make you stick around here and subscribe and give this video a like. So let's get started with this video. So like I said, this is a bit different because my videos that I had already filmed on Monday, for some reason they weren't showing up. They were messed up when I was trying to edit them, that I decided to just do this a bit different. So that you guys can see me a bit, because I feel like I've been so out of this that I don't know, I just felt like showing up for you guys today, for this week, I guess, even though there's always things going around. And I hope this, what is it, a saw, right? I was gonna say sewing machine, but that's different. A saw thing going on, some construction stuff going on around here. So in case you guys are new or if you haven't watched, I have already filmed a video last year in December, I believe, sharing our debt status as far as my husband's student loan, and I have it here. But if you guys want to check that video out, I will also link that here so you guys can check that out. So in an update as far as where we stand with our debt, as of December we were left with a balance of $19,416, so with change, and that was in December. So that was what we were left with. We started off with $21,000, right? Yes, I'm saying that right. And in December we actually ended up giving an extra $200 towards that debt, which ended up being $533 instead of $333. And then in that video I had shared like a process of how much we had to pay to make it a 5-year plan, a 2-year plan, and we were down to a 4-year plan with a $233 being given every month. But I was talking to my husband and he finally decided to give a huge lump towards this loan, and he decided to pay, you guys ready to hear that? He finally decided to pay $5,000 towards this loan. So we are left down to $13,957. So we are left down to a rounded amount of $14,000. I know, it's so exciting. I told my husband as soon as he texted me on Monday saying that he had done it, and he sent me a confirmation letter with like a dying face because he was dying from giving so much. He's like, I feel so weird doing this, and I was like, yes. I was like, where are we going to celebrate? because this is a huge step for him. Like, if you guys have been following me around here, you guys know the struggle that I've had with my husband with money and like budgeting and like giving towards the loan. So it's gone a long way in just past 6 months. So for him to have been giving this $5,000 to it is like so exciting, and actually just brings me more happiness today just by remembering and noticing and acknowledging that he did that. And I actually need to acknowledge it to him again because it's a huge step. And I did tell him already, but still I feel like I need to say it again in case he already forgot about it. But anyway, so that this can encourage him to give more towards it and pay more towards it, and for us as a couple to save more and like budget better so that we can give more towards it, because we started off with $21,000 in August and now we're down to $14,000. So that is like a lot for me, and my goal is to get it paid off by the end of the year. So hopefully we can still do that, but if not, that's totally fine. As long as we can get it half of it, then that will be great, because the plan we have is, like I said, 4-year plan, but now that we're down to $14,000, I feel like we can get it way lower. But we do have a new debt added into our lives, unfortunately, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So I know I've been out of here for like a month or so. So in October, I was diagnosed with gallbladder stones, and since then we knew we were going to eventually have to get surgery, that I was going to have to get surgery. So we were starting to like budget for it, and because we were planning on getting the surgery this year, which I already did, by the way, and that's why also I was out. And I'm still like in recovery mode, even though I feel perfectly fine. Like right afterwards, like a day afterwards, I feel fine. It's just that you have to be careful with lifting so that you don't get a hernia. So I can be carrying my son, so yeah, but anyways, whatever. So yeah, so now I have here my medical bill, or my medical plan per se, my medical plan. And I'll see if I can share it here again if it doesn't show up pixelated, and hopefully this video doesn't show up pixelated or messed up, because if it does, then you guys won't be seeing me, obviously. So we started off the year with a medical bill of $700, and that comes from the month of October through December, somewhere around there. And it was during the whole doctor's things that I was going to figure out what we were gonna do. So that's $700. I still haven't paid it because I want to see if I can call the clinic, and I was waiting for like to see that the insurance was covering everything and that we were putting like using our HRA for it. But so it came down to $700. So it seems like that's the final amount that we do have to pay. So I was thinking that I could call the clinic, or whenever they call me again, that I could settle with them an amount and just call it even from there, so that hopefully they can lower it. I have done it in the past, so I hope that it can work again, because that is like a huge thing that I like highly recommend for people who have a lot of medical bills. If they have already gone to a collection, then you're probably even better, because they had already, usually when your bill goes into a collection company, it gets lowered, and then if you don't pay for it, it gets lowered, and then you have to like pay that amount, which is usually way less, like a third from what you were initially being charged. And I know this because I have done this in the past, where my medical bills accumulated, and they were like small amounts. Some of them were big, but I wasn't aware of them because I was moving around a lot. So all my mail was coming to my home state, and I wasn't getting it until I would come and visit. Then I would check up all my mail, and I would have a pile of bills. And then I had to like call all these numbers and figure it out. But thankfully that way I was able to pay way less than what I was initially charged. So that's what my plan is to do here. Not necessarily for it to go to a collection, but to get it settled before it gets to a collection. And I don't believe it messes up your credit score. I am not 100% sure on that, but my credit score is pretty good, so I don't think it messed it up, because it's always been good. So I don't know, honestly, if it does or if it doesn't mess it up. But anyways, so my surgery, what they had estimated that it would be when I pre-registered, was $10,000. and that was already with like insurance included and stuff like that. But the way insurance, I am not like an expert on insurance, by the way. Thankfully, I have a husband who is all about that, so he's the one who takes charge of this, and he's actually the one who took over on the phone to get all of this stuff like settled and like figured out, because I have zero idea on like insurance stuff. And with our down payment, they were requiring me, when I was pre-registering, they were requiring me to pay this amount, and then they go like, okay, as long as you pay half of the amount is what we're asking for in order for you to have the surgery. And then after they spoke to my husband, they were like, they came down to $300, because that's what my husband set up with them to be as my down payment. But excuse me, reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is because I know I've been in this situation before, and I know I have family members who have been in this situation before where we don't know, we're not aware of it. And when you're in these hospital facilities or medical facilities, they want to charge you so much money right there and then. And if you're not aware, you end up paying for that amount because you're like, well, I got to get it done. And normally me, if I didn't have my husband, that would be me. I would be the type of person to be like, you know what, here is my money, pay for it, get rid of it. And I probably would have paid the whole amount, not knowing that you don't have to pay the whole amount. But yeah, so because of my husband, he was able to settle it down to $300. And the reason why we're also doing that is not only to just, it may sound like cheapskate or that we don't want to pay for our services, and it's not necessarily that. It's just that our insurance usually, if you guys know about insurance, usually it takes a process for it to kick in, and it takes a while for it to like get settled and everything, especially with huge medical bills that involve like the hospital. So we want to make sure that our insurance will cover up everything that it needs to cover. And then from there, we're going to go off and making sure that what we are being charged is the correct amount. And then we have a plan of using our HRA and our FSA. And in case you guys don't know, an HRA is a free money that is provided by companies where you work usually. Well, as far as for us, we have had that in our companies when I would be working, and when my husband works, he has HRA, which is free money as long as you like keep up to the standards that it requires. So we get up to, I believe it's $700 per year. So we just need to do stuff to get those points, and then every time you get a point, it's like equivalent to $8. So we plan to use those. So we just need to get on it, because I think starting the year, all you have to do is a physical, and you get 200 points right there and then. And then from there, you have to work up to try to accumulate the rest of the points throughout the year. And then FSA, it's a non-tax amount. So that is taken out of the paycheck. Let's say $1,000 is being taken out of the paycheck, so those $1,000 are not going to be taxed. So you can actually get those $1,000 free from taxing, and it's a full amount, $1,000, and you don't get taxed for it. So then you don't get deducted when you get paycheck, because normally when you get your paycheck, it gets taxed, so you get less amount of money. But these I think our limit is $2,500. I'm not 100% sure, because my husband is the one who takes care of this stuff, but I believe it's $2,500 that doesn't get taxed. So that is going to be taken out of our account for the year. And then from there, it's going to be, and there's a car here. And then from there, it's going to be taken out throughout the year. And then from there, it's going to be paid towards this medical bill. And where it gets distributed to whoever is like doing the charges and your insurance. And then what we have left is what we're going to use to pay out of our pocket, to pay what it's remaining of us to pay for our max out of pocket or our deductible. So that is that. And that's it. I think that's it for you for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new, I encourage you to come in here and subscribe. It doesn't take anything but to just click that red button and make it go away. And give this video a like. I would highly appreciate that. And God bless you guys on this new year 2020. I hope that I hope that this year is going great for you guys, so that it's starting off good. And if not, then you know what, you can start today and make the new changes today, so that you can improve with your money. But anyway, so like I said, you know what, I'm gonna do a giveaway on this video as well. So I shared in my previous video some envelopes, and I'm gonna be sharing them again, maybe here, around here. If not, just leave me a comment saying that you want to enter the giveaway, and either you want like a coffee theme or a galaxy theme or mini cash envelopes, and I'll get that going for you guys so that I can do a random pick and get a winner and then send it to you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon on the next video. So yeah, let me redo that. And there's a bee around here. I just hear bzzz. Anyways, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys stick around and subscribe to this channel if you are new, and I hope to see you around soon. Hasta luego. Adios.